Hey guys, WOD Blog, week 5. And we are starting the new programming where Garnett and Cass are both going to be offering sport and fitness programming. So when I break down the WODs now, it's going to be done as this is the sport programming, this is the fitness programming, and the WOD at the end of class is going to be the same, but just strength work is going to be a little bit different depending on which class you want to go to. So make sure that you get on the website, pbcrossfit.com, and check when the classes are offered for each sport and fitness, and make sure you're attending the proper class. For the fitness programming, we're going to be moving back to the 20 rep squat program. A lot of you guys may remember this from months past. The general idea here is that we're going to take 65% of the 1 rep max that we tested from last week, and we're going to squat it 20 times. A couple of things to focus on is we want to fill those lungs with air. We don't want to be just squatting up and down 20 times. So after we unrack that bar here, set the feet in a good stance. Make sure we get 3 big breaths at each rep. Hold the third, all the way down, all the way up, 3 more breaths. Hold the third, all the way down, all the way up. So we're going to be hitting 20 reps there, making sure that we're filling the lungs with air each time, starting at 65% of the 1 rep max. The goal is to add weight each week so that progressively we're adding 5 to 10 pounds from that 65% number and getting increasingly more difficult over the course. Upon completing the 20 rep squats as quickly as possible, we're going to maneuver over to a bench and do 20 breathing pullovers. So holding onto that kettlebell, taking in a big breath as we descend. So we're going to hit 20 breathing pullovers, and it shouldn't be too heavy. Guys are at about a 26-pound, ladies are at about an 18-pound kettlebell, just enough to really expand those lungs, fill the diaphragm with air, and come back to the top. The second part of the fitness programming is going to be working up to a heavy set of 5 of thrusters. We're going to take this bar from the ground through a squat clean if you can. So up, jump shrug, down into that thruster position, and as you come up, big pop of the hips and overhead. Then just right back into the next thruster, popping the hips and finishing strong overhead. Try and wait until that last moment to thrust the bar. We don't want to be coming up here and start pushing from here. We want to make sure that you reach that full extension and thrust at the top of the movement. So fitness programming, 20 rep squats plus pullovers, working up to a heavy set of 5 thrusters. Coming on over here to the sport programming for the day, Lindsay's going to demonstrate the squat snatch for us. We're going to go 73%, 78% for 2, 83% for 2, and 88% for 1. So it's starting to get heavy. Notice in her start position, the weight is in the front middle of the foot, and she's going to stay controlled as she shifts the weight back to her heels until the jump position, where she finishes strong overhead with a good squat snatch. So that's great, Lindsay. Thank you. And like I said, working up to 88% for 1 rep. And the sport class is then going to follow that with working up to a 3 rep max thruster. So the same way the fitness class did with the 5 reps, we're going to do 3 reps, just a little bit heavier for the sport classes. Once again, starting from the ground, going into a squat clean, and thrusting the weight up overhead. If you make 3 reps, increase the weight, move on from there. For the WOD, both fitness and sport doing the same WOD, we're going to go with 5 rounds of 5 thrusters and 10 chest to bar pull-ups. So the weight is going to be pretty heavy today. It's only 5 thrusters each round. 135 for the guys, 95 for the ladies. Advanced weight, 155 for the guys, 105 for the ladies. And chest to bar pull-ups. Let's just quickly talk about chest to bar pull-ups here. So a couple different methods. How's the lighting over here?
Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah. A couple different methods to
Hollywood
chest to bar pull-ups here. So we have our standard hipping, making sure those feet come down, as part of that L-sit in the front, so we can swing right back into that next kip. And then we have the standard butterfly pull-up. I've gone over this in previous weeks. Every time making sure the chest touches the bar. In regards to scaling, probably going to want to use a band for these if you can't get that chest up to the bar. If you're somebody that can do pull-ups but can't really get the chest to the bar for 50 pull-ups over the course of the WOD, you can scale to regular pull-ups. Not opposed to that, but if you're using a band, definitely try to do that full pull all the way up chest to bar. If you're doing regular pull-ups, just do what you can, get through them. And like I said, 5 rounds, 5 thrusters, 10 chest to bars, and we'll see you on Monday.